welcome to Special Stage and welcome to the penultimate round of the 2014 REIS BTRDA Rally Championship. It's Rally Yorkshire, otherwise known as the Trackrod. Real carnival atmosphere here, which sums up the feeling and the atmosphere as we head towards the conclusion of this championship as well. Nothing can be decided this weekend as far as the title is concerned, but everybody in the hunt will need to make sure they get a good finish to make sure they are in the running when we get to the Cambrian next time out. For example, local man Stephen Petch behind me in that Fiesta, winner of this event last time out. He'll be hoping for a good finish once again, as will a handful of others.
Stephen Petch struggling to get the speed out of the new car on some of the rounds, but it wasn't stopping him trying.
Stephen, you won this event last time out. Local man, the confidence must be high.
I wouldn't go that far, to be fair. It'll be very difficult today. There's a lot of good cars behind us, a lot of good competition, so I'll just do my own rally. I won't know what's happening behind us, so we'll just keep it steady and see how we get on.
Paul Bird, speed has never been the issue, but he has been known to push a little too far. With 2 rounds remaining, a finish on both was essential.
Paul, it's all about just going flat out here in Yorkshire. You ready?
Yeah, I think so. It's a great day, so at the end of the day I've just got to focus on my own job today. We've got 2 rallies at the end of the season and we've got to finish them both really, and as you know, it's quite easy to fire it off, so yeah, looking forward to it. So let's see, we've had a good test this week, so I'm looking forward to this today.
Steve Perez, like Bird, Perez has enjoyed the taste of victory this season, and equally, a finish on both of the final rounds was the only way to stay in the title race.
Steve, how's the confidence coming into this round?
Yeah, good. It's it's like my strategy is always it's not necessarily about being the fastest, but it's a case of keeping it neat, particularly on these. Very easy to overshoot a junction here. Yeah, it's very easy to make a mistake. 17 cars went off on 1 corner last night, so you've got to be very careful. So the lead could change. Yeah, for any of us.
David Weston upping the game after the last round with the new car. But up to now, it was a struggle just to get used to it. Would the fast straights of Yorkshire be where this car really proves its pedigree?
Dave, some good results in the last few rounds have put you right up there in hunt for the championship. What's your plans this weekend?
We just need to go out and have fun is the main thing, but we kind of struggled on the last rally there, getting used to this car and that, but we had a test yesterday, and by the end of the last rally it was kind of getting there, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens today, but here's hoping. It's good stages. So.
And Luke Francis, the step up to B13 this year going well, mixing with the top of the results, but would that be enough for a good result when the season finishes on his home round in Llandudno?
Well, we're going for a good result. I never come to a rally hoping to just sail through it, but yeah, we're going to push hard today, but we're not going to be on maximum attack because obviously we want to keep the car healthy for the Cambrian, but yeah, we're going to have a good go.
So onto the stages, and it will be an early lead for Steve Perez and Paul Spooner. But it wasn't without incident, stalling the car on this corner in the stage and losing a little time in the process. But they get back to service with an 8-second lead.
You have got an advantage coming out of that first stage. Yeah. Happy with the pace?
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised really. We had a stall in there. We lost, 5 or 6 seconds. So I was really amazed when Paul told me we were leading. But yeah, we just had a steady run. I actually thought I was too slow on the fast stuff and braking too early. But that's how it goes in here.
We never normally know Yorkshire like this, do we? So
no.
You can never quite tell.
No, yeah. I was kicking myself nearly every corner for braking too early, and I certainly kicked myself a few times when I stalled it. But really.
Bodes well for the next 4 then. We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, great.
For Paul Bird and Aled Davies, it would be 2nd place. The pair also falling victim to this corner in stage 1 and spinning the car. Our cameraman quite sensibly moving out of the way just in case they decided they needed a little bit more of that corner.
Paul, bit of drama, 10 miles in.
A little bit. We arrived a little bit late to the stage. We got lost a couple of times, but they were all right. I wasn't too flustered, but I spun it at... It was an unusual spin at a hairpin, and I lost a stack of time there.
Just trying too hard, keeping your mind on that championship?
No, not really. I just think it's just one of us, a mistake I made, but then I had another stall further in as well. So, but I don't think I've dropped too much time. I think probably 8 seconds to Steve. So that's what Al had said. So I'm really happy. We probably lost about, to be fair, over 20 seconds in there with the 2 incidents. But.
Stephen Petch and Ian Windrus were struggling a little. The Fiesta not riding the bumpy stages as well as the Focus did last year. But things were not going too bad so far. Third overall, just 1.4 seconds behind Bird.
Stephen, number 1 on the door. Are you wearing it well?
I don't know. If I'm honest, I don't know what our time was like in there. It felt all right. Times I wasn't carrying enough speed, and then the next corner you try and carry more and go wide. It's just hard learning curve with it at the minute.
It's a rally you know well, but obviously it's a completely different experience with this car.
Oh, it is, yeah. I mean, it's so used to with the Focus. It's just so everything's flat. It just absorbs everything, that car, and this it's not doing it as well. I'm going to get them to adjust some suspension in service to see if it can help that. Just the high speed, it just feels very twitchy. So we'll see what we can do.
Jim McNeil and Tom Hughes make it to the end of the first stage this time out. A better run than their last attempt on the Woodpecker stages. And it was going well too. A few changes to the car also helping with things this weekend, lying in 4th overall.
Jim, Trackrod treating you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. We've had a pretty good start. We've made a few improvements with the car with the cooling. Yeah. We've got another radiator on the car now, so the anti-lag stayed in a bit longer. It was about 2 miles, I think we got this time, so it's been on and off. But yeah, pretty clean run. Few drifting wide places, but yeah, nothing to report majorly really.
What's the plan for the rest of the day?
Just keep building on that really. I mean, we haven't completed a stage for a long time now, so we're just getting sort of back into it a bit. So yeah, just keep going as we are and try and improve all the time.
As usual, there will be a good battle in Group N. And for Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy, it will be the lead in that class at this early stage. Going well here this weekend and with no pressure for the championship.
You're happy with the pace, so you've got 4 more stages. What's the plan?
Yeah, try and keep this pace really, and we've no pressure in that we don't have to score, but we can better our score. So yeah, just keep going.
Luke's obviously got his eyes on the championship. You guys are all fighting amongst yourselves down this end. It's looking good for the end of this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it does look. It looks pretty good for us. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's gone this year. Yeah, definitely.
Enjoy the rest. We'll catch you in a bit.
Cheers.
Things in the battle for Group N this weekend were close from the start, with Tom Norton and Andy Mort getting to the end of stage 1 with just 0.6 of a second separating themselves and Thompson ahead. So the day's remaining stages would certainly be exciting.
Tom, you've been working hard in there, 10 miles.
Yeah, it's good for us really. Apparently we've beat Luke, and I think we're on par with Russ over there, but 14 we've took out of Patrick, so I don't know how we've done it. We've just sort of like kept it neat and tidy, and here we are. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the day.
That's what you need to do here in Yorkshire though, isn't it? Keep it neat and tidy, not get on that loose.
You do. It's all about the braking distances, keep your foot down on them straights and just get through them nadgery bits, and you should end up with a good time at the end of it. So yeah, we've got to finish this rally no matter what. We've got to finish the Cambrian, so I'm bearing that in the back of my mind and making sure I've just to really just keep it neat and tidy, like you say.
David Weston and Kirsty Riddick were once again struggling with the new car. The pace was there when it was going well, but 3 spins in this stage were never going to help the times. They lie in 7th overall for now, 23 seconds off the lead.
Dave, how's the new car going here?
Not very well in that first stage there. The car was fine, well, up until about 3/4 of the way through, and we spun 3 times. We don't really know what's the problem, but it was going well until then, but it's just need to get a bit of back-end grip from somewhere. Yeah. So that's a bit annoying, but
you can change that in service, and you've got 4 more stages to adjust the car or the driving or whatever needs to adjust to stop those spinning.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do in here. We haven't dropped as much time as I thought we would have, so it's not too bad. So.
Things were also not going as well as they would have hoped for Luke Francis and John Roberts. A good start to the stage, but a few scares would cause them to back off towards the end, just to ensure a finish.
One stage in, how's it gone?
Not very well. We had first half of the stage went well. We had some good pace in there, and I think we did quite well. And then the second half of the stage we just went wide. I think we just got a bit carried away with the speed a bit. So we had a few moments, but we're still within a shout of the top 5, hopefully.
We still remodelled the car, luckily not enough to affect your chances this afternoon, I would hope.
No, I think the Bale won in that occasion, so just need to tidy up really and just calm down, stop pushing.
Things not going too well for Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence either. The pair were a little way back from the Group N battle, but with the last round's retirement in the back of their mind, they will be looking to get to the finish this weekend.
Patrick, you're smiling as ever, so it must be going well.
It's not going quite as well as it should be, but this event's new to us, so we've got to take it steady. We went out early on the Woodpecker and then had an event with Thomas where he hit us, so
Did you keep his rear bumper?
We didn't see his rear bumper, but we saw it hanging off whilst we were picking ourselves up out of the undergrowth. So we're both on new rear bumpers and lights and all the rest of it. But that was an interesting incident. So we pulled the car a bit further off the track, if we could have got any further off the track, and then gathered ourselves together for today. But all we've got to do is focus on getting to the end. We need the finish. We've had too many retirements, and these guys are going well. We're already a second and a half per mile behind. So
a minute and a half per mile would be probably Woodpecker standards.
Yes, you're not finishing. So yeah, we just got to keep it steady and get it to the end. But the weather is nice. This is our weather. We don't like the rain. We don't like the mud. But this is fantastic.
And rounding out the top 10 was Simon Rogers and Jim Goodman. No problems for the pair. They were enjoying the opening stage of the day, lying third in the B13 class.
How's the first one gone?
First was good, yeah, nice, steady entry into the whole thing. Good stage, lovely stage, Langdale. Yeah, enjoyed it.
It seems strange to be here in service after just one stage, doesn't it?
That was a lot of faffing around for one stage. So I think we've been away 2 hours and we've done 10 miles, but they'll come thick and fast now.
10 miles that went well by the look of your face. So we'll look forward to the next 4. Good luck.
All pretty clean, yeah. Keep it up.
On to the Silver Star, and a noticeable change with the lack of already crowned champion Matthew Robinson. So this weekend it was up to Jody Bocott and David Millard to lead from the front and take an early advantage of 6 seconds.
Jody, how are things here in the Silver Star in Yorkshire?
Yeah, it's good. First time in Yorkshire since 2006. When we were in the 205, so it's been a few years since I've been up here. But
bit of difference always around then?
Yeah, always, yeah. First Silver Star car as well, which is a little bit of pressure, but we like a bit of pressure. It keeps you motivated, doesn't it?
Nick Dobson and Steve Pugh were pushing hard. Too hard, maybe. They hit a chicane in the opening stage, causing a little damage to the side of the car. But with minimal time loss, the pair lie in second place for now.
Nick, bit of damage on the car, but apart from that, happy?
Yeah, good stage. We just maybe lost 10 seconds of spin on the chicane. Came into it too quick. Back end locked up and hit the chicane. So we're sort of out to prove a point today if we can. So maybe pushing a bit hard. So we'll see how that time was and then make a decision from there. We need a good finish today because John's not here.
Yep.
So if we can get a good finish, then we're up there with John for second in the championship. So we'll see how we go.
No problems for Kit and Tim Lee. Not something we say often. They have a good run and enjoy the start to the day, lying in third place now, as well as leading the way in the B10 class.
Kit, fresh out of stage 1, how's it gone?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, no problems in there, and I enjoyed it. It's very quick, but yeah, good stage.
Is this the right car for the job in there?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it handles really well in the quick stuff. It sort of gets up to speed. So yeah, it's a good car.
David Dobson and Phil Sandham were happy with their pace. This weekend was all about picking up class points, especially with the absence of season-long rival Rex Ireland. And it was going well so far, with 4th place and leading the class.
David, are you happy after one stage?
Yeah, very happy. It was a good stage, thanks. Yeah.
You've got 4 more left to go. The first one, 10 miles through Langdale, kind of warms you up here in Yorkshire, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's certainly quick through there. It's flat and quite bumpy in places, which with this with no turrets, you feel them.
Yeah.
Tony Simpson and Ian Bevan get back to service, unsure if the times were good or not, feeling there could be some improvement on both the times and the setup of the car. A look at that in service now would hopefully improve things for the next few stages.
Tony, happy with the pace after the first one?
Do you know what? I've really got no idea where we are. It felt really bitty to begin with. And I don't know whether it's just the fact that it feels like such a long time since I was in Yorkshire, or whether we were just thinking there, whether we've still got the settings on more for Wales, because this place is very like Kielder. You can stiffen it up just a little bit. It's loose in parts, but a lot of it's really, really flat, and obviously everyone knows it's really, really quick. So we'll see. I think we're going to stiffen it up a little bit in service now, see how it goes on the next one.
Alan Abbey and Jane Robbins have a great start to the day in the Puma. They lie in 5th at this stage and take up 2nd in the B10 class behind Kit Lee, despite a little overshoot along the way. A small incident with a bank and a chicane was all that Nathan O'Connor and Jessica Rogan had to worry about in the first stage. But the pair were enjoying the stages and things were going well as they lie in 7th overall.
Nathan, how was life in the C2 in the first stage?
Good. Very, very fast in there. The car went really well, so no real dramas. We missed one of the chicanes, so I ended up a little bit up a bank. But we just got to get to the end of this one. We're fighting for the 1600 championship this year, so we didn't finish the last one. So we're a little bit behind now in 2nd, but we need 11 points on this one to take it to the last championship.
And it will all go through into the last round as well.
It certainly will, yeah. So all out on the Cambrian, hopefully. But got to get this one done first.
Yep. 4 stages left to do that. What's the plan? Just keep it on the road?
Keep it on the road, try and keep it quick, and have it as a good test ready for Cambrian in 3 weeks. So
good luck.
Cheers.
O'Connor, though, was being chased down after this opening stage by the escort of Ian Barnes and Robert Gillam. Just 8 seconds separating them, Barnes lying 2nd in a H2 class as well. Lying just inside the top 10 in 9th place were Tony Cawthorne and Chris Patterson. The Peugeot 205 pair were a little back on the results from Barnes, but it was still going well so far. And rounding out the top 10 would be James Hutchings and James Hood, the pair suffering with a broken drive shaft in this opening stage, which was giving them a bad start to this weekend's event. And unfortunately, we'd lose Simon Dalton and Steve Turvey. The pair go out in the day's opening stage with problems on the Fiesta. So just 1 stage complete for the crews, and it's an early lead for Steve Perez in the Gold Star, with Paul Bird not far behind. And Jody Bocott puts his name in the top of the Silver Star results for the first time this season. On to the next couple of stages then, and there wouldn't be any change in that lead. Steve Perez and Paul Spooner still maintaining the advantage. Still very close though, just 7.5 seconds.
Steve, you're maintaining that gap. It's quite close though.
It is close, yeah. It's close. It's been all season actually. Yeah. Birdie hasn't run away with it for a change. We're about 7 seconds ahead. Yeah, Weston's going quite well now, so they're all chomping at my heels. Yeah. I feel like the gazelle running in Africa with a lion chasing me.
That's a nice analogy. I think we should run with that. We get some graphics over this interview. No, but 2 more stages left. You just got to nail it, haven't you? You can't back off now.
Right. I haven't been backing off, but we had a bit of a stall on the last stage, so maybe we lost a little bit of time there.
Dave went quick through stage 2 as well.
He did, he absolutely threw through that. I always said Dave was going to do well here. No, he's going to go well here. Yeah. So even Dave could, Dave could win it. Any 3 of us could win it now.
A wrong tyre choice was thought to be the cause of a little lost time for Paul Bird and Alec Davies. They dropped down a little on the first of the 2 stages, but the tyres seemed to be okay on the next, allowing them to claw back some of that lost time.
Paul, after those 2, it's still quite close. Steve's still maintaining that gap.
Yeah, I think we probably made the wrong tyre choice there, to be fair, but the second stage it came into its own a bit and clawed a few back, but I had a bit of a big cut on a corner and bashed, I think I re-broke one of my ribs again, so it's a bit uncomfortable there.
Recurring theme for you there.
Yeah, but I've got to grin and bear it now, so.
Only 2 to go, and good stages as well to finish the day with.
Yeah, I suppose so. We went out and we've pulled a little bit of time back on them 2 stages, so I'm confident if I can pull that back on them last 2.
A fastest stage time on one of the stages was enough to give Dave Weston and Kirsty Riddick a boost back up the results, moving their way up to 3rd now. Things going a lot better for the pair as they lie just 7.5 seconds behind Bird.
Dave, you were quickest on Gale Rig, stage number 2, and dropped back a bit on stage number 3, but you're certainly going for it.
It was we had a better run through there now. Made a few changes in service, and hopefully it's better. But a wee stall there on the just right at the last square right on that last stage there. But I think it's going better now, so we'll keep plugging away.
Well, you've got 2 more to go, and it's always better when you've got 2 more. They're good stages, and you're happy with the car.
Yeah, we're getting there now, so we'll keep doing what we're doing anyway.
Jim McNeil and Tom Hughes would unfortunately drop down the results and into last place when they roll the car in these stages. Not looking too healthy, but they do make it through and to service, where they would certainly plan to carry on after a few quick repairs.
Do we put this one down to experience, Jim?
I think we're going to have to do, aren't we? Yeah, it was just in Gale Rig, probably 2/3 of the way through. Just a 2 that tightened to a square over a crest. I just got in on the wrong line and we drifted to the outside, got into some real soft stuff on the outside and it just flipped us onto the roof. So we were in there for a fair few minutes and then a few spectators pushed us back on the wheels and here we are now. So
unfortunately, in all the drama, it will be a move down the results for Stephen Petch and Ian Windrus. They end this loop in 4th place. It was still close though, just 1.1 second to Weston, but there was a lot of work to keep the momentum up on these stages.
Stephen, you're hanging in there.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's
don't feel like it.
Oh, it's scary at times in there, trying to keep this, keep it singing like it's.
Keep it wound up.
Yeah, I've been in all sorts of directions on them stages, man, trying to keep the momentum going.
That's nothing new.
It's good fun though. It is good fun.
Things going a lot better in this loop for Luke Francis and John Roberts. The pair putting in some good times to end this loop of stages in 5th overall, and of course leading the way in the B13 class now.
Luke, 2 to go, still working hard.
Oh, we're pushing very hard now. It's put some 2 good stage times in there, but due to some issue with the scrutineers, we ended up behind, quite far back on seeding, so we caught a car on the 2nd stage, which pushed us back a bit, but apart from that, we're going very well.
So what's the plan for the next 2? Keep pushing?
Well, we'll see what the time's like, of who's in front and who's behind, and then we'll judge from there. But I think we'll just take it easy now. We've got to where we want to be, so yeah, we're happy with that.
It will be Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy's turn for some problems in these stages, but only minor. They hit a chicane, luckily not doing too much damage to the car, just the pride. But they remain in control of the Group N battle.
Well, according to Andy, you biffed some chicanes.
Yeah, they get in the way a bit, don't they? Better moving them.
Well, you just made it quicker for the guys behind.
That's true, yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Apart from that, all going okay. You are very good on the pace today.
Yeah, not doing too bad. But yeah, I think we're leading the Group N, so that's pretty good. Happy with that.
It's quite a battle, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
The gap in the battle for Group N was getting a little bigger, with Tom Norton and Andy Mort still managing to hold on to second place. But the gap now was up to 11 seconds. The pair happy enough with their performance though so far.
Tom still going well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't really know what the guys are doing behind. We're just having a chat with each other there to see what we're doing. But yeah, we've gone well. We've not made any mistakes, so we've kept it on the road like we said we wanted to do.
You're still pushing?
We are pushing, yeah. But I think so are the other guys. So we're just we're looking at the times now, but I've got no idea where I am. So we'll just have to crack on.
It's quite a good battle. It's quite interesting watching it unfold.
It is, yeah. Russ has really putting his foot down today, so we've got to keep it on there. You know, it's good. I'm enjoying it anyway. That's the main thing.
For Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence, it will be a little more of a gap. 39 seconds, in fact. But they were happy with the pace on their first visit to these Yorkshire stages. And if the results stay like this, then they go into the final round happy.
Patrick, you look very chilled out and relaxed here. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
We're having a good time. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Obviously, first event that we've done up here, but can't keep up with Thomas and Russ, but we're getting quicker.
They're fighting quite hard, aren't they?
They are, and we're getting quicker and really enjoying it. So as long as we can keep at this pace, I'll settle for this position.
Jumping into our top 10 now are Tom Preston and Jamie Forrest. The pair had been enjoying themselves all morning, settling in now after limited outings in the new car. They lie in 9th overall and 2nd in the B13 class.
Everything going okay at this point?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, really enjoying it now. Yeah, we've picked up a bit of pace. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, 2nd in class, I think, at the minute. So.
And rounding out the top 10, as well as lying 3rd in the B13 class, were Simon Rogers and Jim Goodman. The times were looking good, but the pair were sure there was no more to give on these already rapid stages.
Still smiling, yeah, those two are good. Enjoyed them both actually. Gale Rig was, that was a lively challenge, and then Cropton, fast. Brilliant.
2 more to go. What's the plan?
Yeah, what are we? 60% through, so more of the same. Don't think I can push too much harder.
Unfortunately, the Yorkshire stages claimed another victim in this loop. We lose Peter Bayliss and Anthony Blythe. This time it's mechanical gremlins as the gearbox breaks on the Subaru. It will be all change in the Silver Star as we lose Jody Bocott and David Millard when the brakes fail on the Escort, the pair ending the event in a ditch. And we also lose Nick Dobson and Steve Pugh. The pair do make it back to service, but after a lot of time stuck in a ditch, followed by an incident with another competitor hitting their car, they call it a day at this stage of the rally. But that means, of course, bad news for one Dobson, but good news for another, as David Dobson and Phil Sandham step up to take the lead of the Silver Star now, as well as the all-important H2 class lead.
David, how's it going?
Better for me than my brother, who was off in Gale Rig on the uphill hairpin right.
We noticed he wasn't here.
Yeah, he's, I don't know what's happened. But anyway, fine for us, thank you, yeah.
Part of the change in that lead was down to a mistake from Kit and Tim Lee. They lose some time when they go off the stage after going into a corner too quickly, and they end this loop in 2nd, 13 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, you're working hard in there.
Yeah, we went off on the last stage and lost about a minute, just right near the end, just going way too quick into a corner, so bit annoying, but it's going well other than that.
Tony Simpson and Ian Bevan were going well now, despite not always feeling that was the case on the stages. The times, though, don't lie. The pair lie in 3rd place at this stage, as well as having that N3 class lead.
Tony, you look like you're getting in the rhythm of things a bit better now.
Yeah, do you know what? It's been really good. It's been one of those days where you think I'm dropping shed loads, but you look at the times, you go, okay, we're actually going quite well. But it's just so deceptively quick, especially in this little thing. It's geared for like 90 mile an hour when you're in flat and fifth. So when those long straights, it's kind of like I Spy with my little eye. Somewhere. Eventually it'll be there. So, but it's been great. Ian's been spot on the notes, and the cars just they're so forgiving anyway. Yeah. So you can kind of throw everything at the corner and then just kind of sort it out when you get there. So
quite hard work looking at you.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. I was hoping you weren't going to mention that. I've been working out, but obviously it's not working out hard enough. No, it is actually getting quite warm out there.
There's nothing like being in a warm rally car, is there?
There's nothing like being in a warm rally car. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for backing me up on that. But no, it is. It's getting warm out there anyway in general, because you can tell because there's overweight rally drivers showing the man boobs everywhere when you're waiting in an in control.
Unfortunately, we lose Alan Abbey and Jane Robbins from their great 4th place start when the drive shaft breaks in the 2nd stage. Meaning that for Nathan O'Connor and Jessica Rogan, some good stage times help them take up 4th position now.
Those championship hopes still alive for you?
Definitely, still going. Good 2 stages through there. The first one of the 2 was really good, really quick. Car behaved perfectly. 2nd stage, not so much, but got through to the end, so that's not so bad.
2 more left. Still pushing?
Yeah, we're going to have a good go because we need to be quick on the next one, really quick on the next one, so we can't hang about on this one because it's a good test opportunity for us, so fingers crossed.
Points.
And a good load of points with a bit of luck as well.
Yeah.
So
An overshoot for Ian Barnes and Robert Gillam loses the pair some time, as well as having other problems, such as the exhaust bracket. They end this loop in 5th overall.
How's the day gone so far?
Yeah, very well. It's the first time on the Trackrod in Yorkshire, so I'm taking it easy to start with, but the last stage I tried, so we were on it there. I overshot the last bend by a couple of feet, so I had to reverse back to get around the corner, which was a bit of a shame. But
it's by no means over. 2 more to go to get on it.
Two more. We've broken a bracket on the exhaust, so we're going to have to fix that at service, but I don't think it's too serious. No, it's good.
And for James Hutchins and James Hood, it will be 6th place now. Their bad start was certainly not looking as bad now, not with the attrition rate this weekend in the Silver Star.
How were those last 2?
Yeah, very good, very fast. Yeah, the car's all right now, it's fine. So
2 more to go, what's the plan?
Not sure, either get to the finish, or it depends how far we are off them, but it depends, we'll see, look at the results.
So 2 more stages remaining, and no change in the top of the Gold Star, but it's all change here in the Silver Star, as Dobson leads with the finish line in sight. On to the final stages then, and there wouldn't be much change at this end of the Silver Star, as it will be a 6th place finish for James Hutchins and James Hood. Others' misfortune today means the pair pick up some good points, as well as 3rd in the B10 class. Ian Barnes and Robert Gillam get the car fixed and back out on the stages to end the event in 5th place. The pair taking 2nd in the H2 class with them too. No change either for Nathan O'Connor and Jessica Rogan. They remain in that 4th place to finish off the event. A good weekend, and the times came good after a slightly cautious start on the first stage this morning. Unfortunately for David Dobson and Phil Sandham, it will be a drop out of the lead and into 3rd place in the final stages. The pair losing some time when the car wouldn't restart after a stall in the final stage of the day. A great result though for Tony Simpson and Ian Bevan as they get to the finish here this weekend in 2nd overall. A result the pair probably never expected to be heading away from Pickering with this weekend, but well deserved. But with the last minute push and Dobson's problems, it will be the Silver Star win for Kit and Tim Lee in the Fiesta. They take that victory by 43 seconds and end a season of not having the best of luck with this great result. So just before we chat to the Silver Star winners here in Yorkshire, here's a reminder of the top of the results.
Kit, Tim, you've been getting used to this car, and here you are, first place in Yorkshire.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We tried our best not to finish. We had quite a few moments, but we lost a bit of time earlier, and then we were pushing hard to make it back up, and a few more mistakes after that. But it's good to get home. We got away with them this afternoon, so happy.
Tim, I can think of a few times when you've tried your best not to finish this season.
Oh, well, we have, yeah, and we've succeeded at times. But, yeah, no, this is great. This is fabulous. This is what it's all about. Yeah, I thought Kit's done really well.
Been a good silver star today. The fight has been close all the way through. And, of course, just shows how close it was, changing at last minute there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. No, I mean, we have been pushing all day. I mean, it shows what the car's capable of. And to get among the escorts, yeah, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Kit, these are fast stages, very fast stages here in Yorkshire, and they take a certain amount of confidence and a certain amount of skill just to stay in the right place on the stage, don't they?
Yeah, massively, because there's so many places where you're sort of going over a crest and it's sort of flat out top gear, and you just got to have commitment that there's going to be a road the other side, which luckily there was today. So
luckily there was, and the commitment paid off. Well done, guys. Victory in Yorkshire.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tony, Ian, probably a tough day in the office, but Tony, you don't look like you've even broken a sweat.
Finally, you've acknowledged the fact that I haven't broken a sweat. No, I have. I've worked really, really hard, and Ian's been fantastic today. And it's one of those things that we feel like this has been coming all year, and we just quite haven't had it. We felt we were going really, really well on the Woodpecker, and unfortunately, you know, we had a shaft go on us on the last stage, and then we entered this one hoping Sasha was going to come back out, even though he won the championship, to try and have a nice clean fight with him, but unfortunately he hasn't come out to play on this one, so we really didn't have anybody really to play with, so we just kind of focused on just stage times against, you know, quicker machinery and see where we were, and we were really happy with getting a 19th overall. You know, we were really happy with that, and you know, the class win was, yeah, it was nice to get a class win, but the overall, the stage times were fantastic, and that's what we were here for. And I think finally we're getting somewhere back to where we were before our little skirmish on the Scottish last year. So yeah, I'm happy.
Skirmish, understatement of the century. Ian, second place in the Silver Star, given the company you're keeping today, is a good result.
Oh, a very good result for a Group N car, especially with these flat-out stages in North Yorkshire. It's been a really good day. The notes have worked well, and Tony's driven brilliantly.
Well done, guys. Podium in Yorkshire.
Yep, thanks very much.
Thanks, mate.
Dave, Phil, you've had one heck of a battle today. It's changed all the way through the day, the leaderboard, and right up until the end, we weren't sure who'd come out on top. It's podium in Yorkshire.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to end up here. I should thank my brother, really, because he stuffed it, didn't he? He put himself out. So good on him. But Phil's done a great job today. He's kept us just about straight and narrow. Just one stall in the last stage, which was my fault. Unfortunately, the car wouldn't restart, so we had to have a push. I think about 30 seconds lost, maybe. But, yeah, here we are. I didn't expect to be talking to you on the podium, so to speak.
Phil, not so to speak, this is definitely the podium for the Silver Star. Phil, today there must have been quite a lot of stories that you'll be regaling people with, of catching Evos and Yorkshire Forests.
The biggest job, we knew the last two stages we were 2 minutes 10 seconds class lead, and just keeping the reins on Dave was an absolute nightmare, because he gets that, once that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 goes, it looks like a bullet at a china shop. And just reining him was the biggest job. And I thought, oh no, we stalled it on the square left, and thought, oh no, is this going to happen? We need a push. Anyway, fortunately, he knew it was right on the junction. It's his own car club, was running the stage, and his best mate jumped out with his other mate, and they pushed us and got us started. So I was there, struggling, no belts on, trying to get the belt, door wouldn't shut, panicking. But anyway, we got them sorted out, and we finished. It was great.
A team effort in more ways than one, and a few people to thank with the beer, I'm sure, after this. Well done, guys.
Peter Hepworth, thank you very much. We've also taken H2 today, which means we've won it for the year, I understand.
Fantastic. Another championship sewn up here in Yorkshire.
Yeah, unfortunately Rex couldn't be here, but unfortunate, because I think he'd have given us more than a run for our money.
Despite the Silver Star category being sewn up by Matthew Robinson before we got here, our podium shows you today that victory in Yorkshire is still well worth fighting for. The drama today also backs up that claim. Next up, the championship fight continues in the Gold Star here at Special Stage.
So it's on to the Gold Star then. And rounding out the top 10 at the finish would be Jan Budge and Jan Griffiths. The pair make a cautious start and pick the pace up as the day goes on.
The two Jans, Jan Budge, spelled with a J.
For Simon Rogers and Jim Goodman, it would not only be a finish, but a 9th place finish at that. Good times in the afternoon stages made sure the pair held on to that kind of place all day. Tom Preston and Jamie Forrest, meanwhile, had a good weekend with an 8th overall finish. They're also managing to come away with the B13 class win this weekend. A great result for the pair. For Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence, the Group N pace just wasn't there for them this weekend. But it wasn't a bad thing. They may be over a minute down, but it's still good enough for 3rd in class, and some good points to take into the final round and the more familiar Cambrian Rally. Tom Norton and Andy Mort had the Group N fight in their mind all day. But sadly for them, it would be 2nd in the class today, ending with just 21 seconds separating them from the class winners. Unfortunately, we'd lose Luke Francis and John Roberts in stage 4. Meaning that for Russ Thompson and Andy Murphy, it would be 5th place now, the pair walking away with the Group N win at this round. Stephen Petch and Ian Windrus don't manage to retain that number 1 on the door for yet another year at their home event. They end the rally in 4th place, but given the power of the cars ahead, this was a good result. And of course, means the fight goes on to the final round. Dave Weston and Kirsty Riddick enjoyed some good times as the day went on, but sadly, it was too late. Although with not enough stages, either way the pair end the event in 3rd overall after another day of learning in that new car. And there will be no change at the top of the results either, as it's still the runner-up place for Paul Bird and Alan Davies, the pair closing the gap to just 3.4 seconds. Another great close finish in the BTRDA this weekend. But that means that coming out on top and adding another victory to the season's tally will be Steve Perez and Paul Spooner. The pair just holding off any charge from behind to take the win by a small margin. And the fight goes on to the final round in Wales in a few weeks' time. Before we speak to our rally winners, here's a reminder of the top of the final results.
Steve, Paul, this certainly makes things interesting for the Cambrian. It goes down to the wire.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. We haven't worked out the mathematics of it. Maybe you have. But yeah, I know. Basically, it's probably. I don't know if whoever wins the Cambrian, I imagine, wins the championship. Is it? Yeah.
This puts you maybe a couple of points ahead or behind. Or there's a couple of points in it, I think, going to the Cambrian. But don't quote me on that. Either way,
I'll have to work out all the mathematics. Yeah, but yeah, really pleased to have won this rally. Yeah, it's a great rally. It's been really well organised. Yeah, the marshals have been. There's been so many marshals and people out there cheering us on, and really more importantly, I'd like to dedicate this rally win to Bjorn Voldegaard. I really wanted to dedicate it to him on the Woodpecker, but I'm sure Bjorn up there has been helping me on the stages. He was the greatest rally driver of all time, and I want to say thank you, Bjorn, and this is for you.
Very good dedication, Paul. Today must have been pretty special out there.
Yeah, it's been really good. We built up a bit of a lead on the first stage, although we actually stalled on the first stage as well. The engineer told us we lost 4 to 5 seconds there, so first stage really won it for us, really. Yeah. And we've just managed to just keep the others behind through to the end, really. But yeah, it all comes down to the Cambrian now. We've got our 6 scores. Some other people have to finish, so there's pressure on them as well. But I'd just like to say what Steve just said, fantastic event. Speeds today has been phenomenal, and to be just 3.4 seconds up at the end shows how close it's actually been. Great event.
It really does, and it bodes well. Last year we can remember the excitement, the tangible excitement on the seafront at Llandudno. We're looking forward to that again, I'm sure you are. Well done, guys.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks ever so much. See you in Llandudno.
Paul, Aled, I'm sure you would like to have done a little bit more today, but the fight is on for next round.
Yeah, that's right. I tried my hardest to give it 110% probably, but just weren't fast enough today. made a few mistakes. I've made a big mistake in the first stage, and we've been playing catch-up all day, but fair play to Steve, you know, he was the faster driver today, I think.
And the fight right through probably the top 5, maybe a bit beyond that, was pretty close going through today, wasn't it, Alice?
Yeah, it's been quite close all the way through. Dave Jr. has done fantastic, to be honest. He's really getting the grips of that 12B. He's going to be something to worry about soon.
Well, it might be something to worry about next time out, because he's also in the hunt, we believe, for the title.
He's far too close.
Well, he was very close today. You couldn't back off for a minute. You didn't. Second place at Rally Yorkshire. Well done, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
David, Kirsty, this keeps things alive for the Cambrian. It's going to be a championship fight in London now.
Yeah, it's been a good day today. Learned some new things, but no, it should be good when we got the Cambrian.
What a rally to be getting used to the car and trying different setups on the fast-flowing stages here in Yorkshire.
Yeah, they are very fast, but we've changed up quite a lot about the car and slowly getting used to it. So here's hoping in the Cambrian. Don't know that stage so well down there, but we'll should have a good run.
Kirsty, have you noticed him getting more comfortable as the day's gone on?
Yeah, no, he has. You know, we had some really good stage times and some probably pretty bad ones as well. But it's only the second rally in the car, and we'll get there. So
definitely, and you will hopefully get there at the Cambrian, because that is where this season comes alive. It goes right down. The excitement will be tangible on the seafront there in London now.
Yeah, that's a rally David hasn't done before, so it's a big challenge. But we'll be there. So
a big challenge. But it's a challenge that you guys are up for.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be good down there.
Next time out, guys, it's the championship. But for now, well done. It's podium in Yorkshire.
Cheers. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, it's a championship fight here in Yorkshire for round 8, but it'll definitely be a championship fight at the Cambrian next time out. The podium you see before you here, one of those will be our champion next time. But which one will it be? You'll find it out right here on Special Stage. We'll see you at the Cambrian in London now. But for now, from Yorkshire, from Special Stage, it's thanks for watching and goodbye.